We are counting down the 12 security camera brands ranked from worst spy to least bad for your privacy in 2025. From battery-powered toy cameras that miss the action to high-end setups that quietly rent your footage back to you, each brand on this list trades a slice of your home for a shortcut, some more aggressively than others. Which cameras are quietly snooping behind the marketing gloss, and which ones actually respect your data? Let us expose the pecking order, starting with number 12. Blink promises. Peace of mind in a palm-sized, battery-powered box. What you actually get is a toy camera with Wi-Fi that is more likely to catch a moth than a face. Daytime footage looks like someone smeared Vaseline on the lens, and night vision turns everything into a ghost story. Motion alerts? Sure, if you want to know every time a leaf blows by, but do not count on it for actual people. The real magic trick is how fast the batteries vanish. Some users report batteries dropping from full to empty in just a few weeks, even in quiet corners. Unless you pay for Blink Plus, your video history resets every 24 hours, leaving you with a security system that remembers less than your goldfish. Verdict: Blink gives you the feeling of security, not the function of it. Wyze burst onto the scene waving the $30 flag, finally a security camera that did not cost more than your front door. For a while, it looked like the hero of home security: decent video, a clean app, and a price so low you could stick one in every room and still afford pizza. But then came the trust crash. In December 2019, Wyze's cloud system glitched so badly that users glanced at their app and found themselves staring into strangers' living rooms. Not just a handful, 2.4 million accounts were exposed, with usernames, Wi-Fi names, and camera locations up for grabs. The company's response was slow, confusing, and about as comforting as a lock with no key. Forum threads exploded. People who thought they had bought privacy on a budget realized they had just handed out invitations to their own feeds. Wyze's cloud woes did not stop there. For nearly 3 years, a flaw in the camera's SD card access meant that anyone with the right network setup could pull video clips straight off your camera. No password, no warning. Bitdefender flagged it. Wyze took ages to fix it. Meanwhile, the cameras themselves started acting like forgetful goldfish, dropping Wi-Fi, lagging behind real life, and sometimes refusing to load feeds at all. The Reddit crowd went from singing Wyze praises to posting daily about missed alerts and ghost notifications. For every user who scored a bargain, another found themselves locked out, glitched out, or just plain creeped out by the company's slow patchwork security. Verdict: fun as a gadget, risky as something you rely on for real security and privacy. Why home cameras look like something straight out of a Silicon Valley mood board: clean lines, slick branding, and a promise of simplicity. But crack open the app and it is a different story. Ads everywhere, the menus that freeze mid-scroll, and a live view that sometimes takes longer to load than your grandma's dial-up. Users report waiting 15 to 30 seconds just to see what tripped the motion alert, if the app does not crash first. Firmware updates have a nasty habit of bricking cameras, sending owners back to square one with a factory reset. And while the company's privacy page talks a big game, your video history is often routed through servers in China or Singapore, leaving you guessing who else might be watching. Verdict: stylish on the outside, chaotic where it matters, missing stability and privacy. Zmodo lures bargain hunters with 4 camera kits that promise to cover every angle for the price of a fancy dinner. At first, it feels like you scored. Multiple feeds, decent specs, everything humming along. But here is what they do not tell you. Then comes the slow fade. Cameras start dropping offline for no reason, live views hang on buffering screens, and the app turns into a maze of frozen frames. Night vision, which starts out just okay, gradually transforms into a pixelated mess, like trying to identify a burglar through a snowstorm. When something actually happens, good luck pulling the footage. Notifications arrive late, and the app might crash before you can export anything. Need help? Hope you like waiting, because support tickets can sit unanswered for a week or more. The cheap upfront cost ends up costing you in anxiety and blind spots. Verdict: you save on the price tag and pay it all back in stress and blind spots. Eufy built its entire reputation on one promise: your footage stays local. No forced cloud, no monthly ransom, just a camera that records to your own micro SD card or home base. That pitch turned privacy diehards into loyal fans, until researchers started sniffing the network traffic. In late 2022, security experts captured Eufy cameras quietly streaming video data to remote servers, even when users had cloud features switched off. Not just metadata or a stray thumbnail, actual video streams were routed through Amazon servers, contradicting every bold claim on the box. Eufy's first response was to redefine what local only meant, updating privacy policies and tweaking the app language in silence. But the receipts were already out there: packet captures and URLs that let anyone with the right link watch a feed, and evidence that some streams were not even encrypted end-to-end. The New York Attorney General's office got involved, uncovering more holes, unencrypted video, URLs that could be guessed, and a security program that looked more like a wish list than a working system. The result was a $450,000 settlement, a public admission of failure, and a forced overhaul of Eufy's security practices. For the privacy crowd, that was the last straw. Forum threads filled with stories of users ripping out Eufy cams and switching to local NVRs. No amount of firmware updates or marketing spin could patch the trust that was lost. Verdict: when a privacy-first brand gets caught phoning home, trust is almost impossible to restore. Ring took the humble doorbell and turned it into a neighborhood surveillance system with a social media twist. It's not just your porch anymore. Millions of homes now double as mini security outposts, all networked together by Amazon's cloud. The hardware is solid, the app is polished, and the video is clear enough to catch every porch pirate and raccoon. But the real magic trick happens behind the scenes, where your camera feed can quietly become part of a much bigger operation. Thousands of police departments have direct lines into the Ring ecosystem. Through the Neighbors app, officers can request footage for investigations, and your polite-looking doorbell becomes a silent informant. The requests are technically optional, but let's be honest, when a police badge pops up in your app, most people feel pressure to share. Once uploaded, those clips can stick around in Amazon's cloud, ready for review by law enforcement, company staff, or anyone with the right paperwork. Unless you pay for Ring Protect, your camera is just a fancy peephole. No event history, no downloads, nothing to prove what happened after the fact. The free tier is a live stream, and not much else. Most users end up paying $3 a month per camera just to keep 1 month's worth of video, turning your own front door into a recurring bill. Meanwhile, every clip you share helps build a sprawling data economy, where your daily routine is just another data point in someone else's business model. Verdict: convenient and popular, but your doorbell doubles as a tiny camera crew for the data economy. Arlo looks like the security camera you'd buy if you want to impress your neighbors and your inner perfectionist. Sleek white shells, 2K and 4K sensors, sharp night vision. On paper, it's the pro photographer of the smart camera world. But the real Arlo experience isn't about the hardware. It's about the paywall that pops up the minute you want your camera to act like, well, a security camera. Out of the box, you get live view and a pretty app. Want to actually record motion events, save clips, or get person detection? That'll be $3 to $10 a month per camera. Pause your subscription, and your $400 camera becomes a high-tech peephole with a memory as short as a goldfish. The feature list reads like a menu where everything but water costs extra. The forums are packed with the same complaint. You get a motion alert, tap to see what's happening, and spend 5 to 15 seconds staring at connecting, while the visitor walks away. By the time the feed loads, the action's over and your evidence is lost in the cloud unless you paid the monthly ransom. Users who skip the subscription get locked out of their own recordings, while those who pay watch the costs pile up year after year. Arlo nails the look and the image quality, but make no mistake, the business model is the point, not your protection. Verdict: a beautiful camera that mostly exists to sell you an endless subscription. Google Nest cameras look like the futuristic version of home security, with slick hardware, sharp video, and seamless Google Home integration that makes you feel like you are living inside a tech demo. Every detail is polished, from the color accuracy to the AI-powered motion alerts that can tell a package from a passing squirrel. But here is the catch. All that premium magic is chained to the cloud, with Google holding the only set of keys. Without Nest Aware, your camera's memory is about as helpful as a goldfish. Just a few snapshots, no real event history, and definitely no 24/7 recording. Want to actually review what happened last night? That will be $6 to $12 a month per camera. Cancel the subscription, and your video history vanishes like it never existed. It is less owning a camera and more renting your own memories. Then there is the single point of failure nobody advertises. In June 2023, Google's authentication servers went down for hours. Suddenly, people could not view live feeds, check alerts, or access their own footage, even though the cameras were sitting right there, plugged in and blinking. If Google says no, your front door is as blind as a brick wall. Account flagged for suspicious activity? Payment hiccup? You are locked out, with support lines that move at the speed of bureaucracy. Google's privacy policy is a masterpiece of fine print. Your footage lives on Google's servers, and the company reserves the right to use it for AI training, product improvement, and who knows what else. Exporting clips is a hassle, and moving to another system is like trying to quit a gym that has lost your paperwork. Verdict: feels futuristic and premium, but privacy and control ultimately belong to the cloud, not to you. Hikvision sits at the top of the pro-grade CCTV world, but buying one for your house is like parking a Ferrari in a war zone. The hardware is the real deal. 4K sensors that pull faces and license plates out of pitch-black parking lots. Rugged power over Ethernet cameras that shrug off rain, snow, and everything the outside world throws at them. These are not toy gadgets. They are the same models you will find bolted to the walls of banks and airports, built for 24/7 uptime and plugged straight into local network video recorders. No cloud ransom, no forced subscriptions. Your video lives on your own hard drive, not in some corporate data center. But here is the catch. Since 2019, Hikvision has been on the United States Entity List, banned from federal contracts over surveillance and human rights allegations. The EU, NATO, and a growing list of countries have followed, blocking Hikvision from government buildings and critical infrastructure. Many professional installers refuse to touch them now, citing legal gray areas and headlines about backdoors and firmware risks. Try getting support or firmware updates in the United States, and you might find yourself out in the cold. Verdict: incredibly capable hardware that comes with serious geopolitical and ethical questions attached. Reolink doesn't spend money on celebrity endorsements or viral ads. Instead, it quietly wins over DIYers and privacy nerds, especially on home security, by just doing the job. Their recipe is simple. Wired power over Ethernet cameras plug straight into your network and record everything 24/7 onto a local NVR. No batteries to swap, no cloud ransom, no surprise subscription pop-ups. You get 2K or 4K video, decent night vision, and a system that keeps working even when your internet doesn't. Most setups start with an 8-channel NVR, but you can scale up to 16 or more if you want to cover every angle. The app isn't flashy, but it's functional, and once you've run the cables, you're basically set for years. One catch: if someone finds your NVR and walks off with it, your evidence walks too, so backup strategies are a must. Still, for folks who care more about privacy and reliability than smart home bells and whistles, Reolink is the mechanic's pick, affordable and dependable, and it keeps your recordings local rather than feeding someone else's cloud. Verdict: the mechanic's choice, solid, affordable, and more focused on recording for you than on mining your footage. Lorex is what happens when you want real security and don't care if your phone app looks like it was coded in 2012. Walk into any big box retailer and you'll spot their 4K NVR kits stacked next to the power drills, cable-based, weatherproof, and built to run for years without a single subscription pop-up. Instead of renting your own memories back from the cloud, you get a 1 to 4 terabyte hard drive that records everything all day, every day. No monthly fees, no AI upcharges, no oops, your trial expired surprises. If something happens, you own the evidence, no begging Amazon or Google for a download link. But there's a catch. The mobile app feels like a time capsule, and setting up remote access means dusting off your router's port forwarding menu. Lose the NVR or have it stolen, and all your footage goes with it. Smart features like person detection are basic, and integrating with Alexa or Google Home is more wishful thinking than reality. Still, for anyone tired of the subscription treadmill and ready to trade a little convenience for total control, Lorex delivers serious, cable-based security that keeps your footage inside your own system. Verdict: not modern or flashy, but real security with your evidence locked down, unless someone grabs the box. TP-Link Tapo does not show up in splashy Super Bowl ads or push endless emails about limited time offers. Instead, it quietly wins over the skeptics, especially the ones burned by cloud subscriptions, surprise outages, or data leaks. Tapo's secret weapon is boring reliability. These cameras connect fast, stay online, and do not leave you staring at a spinning wheel while someone is at your door. Setup is simple. Pop in a micro SD card, plug it in, and you have a full-featured security system with real local recording, no monthly ransom, no renting your own memories. Want cloud backup? It is there if you want it for $2.99 a month, but Tapo does not nag or lock basic features behind a paywall. Video quality hits the sweet spot, with crisp 2K or 4K footage, decent color, and night vision that will not turn your backyard into a haunted house. The app is clean and refreshingly free of pop-ups or ad banners. Notifications land when they should, and exporting clips is a 2-tap affair. On Reddit and ER Home Security, Tapo earns praise for just working. Not the flashiest, but the one people recommend to their own families. No major privacy scandals, no headline-grabbing breaches, just a company that seems to understand that you want security, not a side hustle for someone else's data mining. Verdict: the best balance between price, reliability, and basic respect for your privacy in 2025. The sleeper hit that leaves the drama to the other brands. Across all 12 brands, one truth stands out. The real trade is not image quality. It is who controls your footage. In 2025, every camera is a negotiation between privacy and convenience. Ownership of your home's most intimate moments is up for grabs. Your choice is not just about security, it's about who's really watching. Want more brutally honest tech rankings? Subscribe, drop a like, and tell us if you still trust your camera after this.